cheppandis chepputelsu ledu kaadu. Good morning to all of you, and hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. Good morning, Jivayana. Happy Navratri. Good morning, Gajanan. So if I'm audible and visible, hello, good morning to all of you, and hope I'm audible. Yeah, I can hear myself. So yes, sir. Let's start today's Hindu analysis. Today is 22nd September 2025. Oh my God. And my name is Shubham Sagar. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. Yesterday, that means on Saturday, I gave you 2 questions as homework, MCQ 12 and MCQ 13. And 11 questions were classwork as always. So this is one question on Manrega. We were talking about an editorial on COP 30, and that led us to different schemes, So good morning, Anandu. Good morning, Harshini. And yeah, so Manrega. Which of the following are objectives of Manrega? What is the answer? Chapandis, Chaputelsu Ledu fast. So here again, you have to do option elimination. If you're doing option elimination, you will be able to. We have talked about Manrega in that particular editorial. You can have a look at it. We have talked about Ujjwala scheme. Then what else we have talked about? We have talked about so many different schemes. We have talked about Swachh Bharat scheme. Awesome editorial of Saturday. We have discussed 3 editorials on Saturday. Have a look at that. Good morning, Prateek. So Jivan has given the answer. Promote LPG uses in rural household is Ujjwala scheme. This one. This is not the work of Manrega. Narega is right to work in rural areas. So 100 days of guaranteed work, restore degraded ecosystem because they are creating ponds, etc. So yes, the answer, and third is wrong. If third is wrong, third is Ujjwala, you can eliminate the option, you can get the answer as Jiva and Harshini and Anandu stated. Very good. So now let's move on to MCQ 13. Which article of Indian Constitution provides for establishment and powers of ECI, Election Commission of India? Straightforward question based on article. And let's do it fast. So again, there was another editorial which we did on Saturday, as we have discussed. Oh my God. We did 3 editorials on Saturday, right? So this was an editorial on ECI and its efficacy and all those stuff. So Harshini, Anandu and Pratik and Jivan. Pratik is like, of course, 324. Very good. Which part it is? So there was another thing which we have discussed when we have talked about election commission. So article 324 comes under which part of constitution? That will not be, of course, Pratik. That will be a tricky part. If you know it, post it in the comment section. Maybe if UPSC has to make it tough, they can start asking you about the part. Article 324 under which part. So let's come back to the present and first article of the day, which is there on page number 8, which is an editorial. Very good. Harshini has given the answer, part 15. So page 8 editorial, uranium unrest. Resource extraction projects should have people's consent. And again here, there are so many things which you have to understand. What is office memorandum? So here again, schedule 5, schedule 6, they are coming into picture. This is about Meghalaya. So this is schedule 6. How many total schedules are there? Number of questions UPSC has asked on schedule is huge. They have asked a lot of PYQs on schedule. So schedule 6, there is a mnemonic which you have to remember. 5 and 6, they both deal with tribal areas, but schedule 6 is about 80 mm. Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya and Mizoram. So 80 mm. So again, here what is happening, and we will talk about this. So union government, they have issued an office memorandum. So in Meghalaya, there were many people who were protesting against uranium extraction because they felt like it will impact their environment, it will impact their culture, and they did not wanted that. But now government has issued an office memorandum, a union ministry rather, an executive. So they're like, we are not concerned with what you people are saying. We will go ahead with this uranium extraction. And that's what this editorial is saying, that no, please don't do this. The local people, the local tribe, you have to take them into confidence. Don't forget about what happened in Niamgiri Hills in Odisha. Niamgiri Hills in Odisha, there was an organization, company Vedanta. They went for bauxite extraction. And there the tribal people, Dongoria Kond tribe. You may have heard about Dongoria Kond. Dongoria Kond tribe, which is one of the PVTGs, particularly vulnerable tribal group. They went on a protest, then that matter went to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court said that no, local communities, local panchayats, and these tribal people, they have the right under Forest Rights Act, and that should be protected. and Vedanta cannot do bauxite mining. So similar things can happen here if we are not understanding the concern of these people of Meghalaya. So let's have a look at this particular issue. Very good. So Harshini and Jivayan, they have given the answer. So centers uranium mining push in which particular area? Meghalaya. They want to mine uranium in different regions, but the Khasi group, Garo Khasi Jaintia Hills. So here geography, history, everything is merging rather. So Garo Khasi Jaintia Hills, you may have heard about it in geography. These are named after different tribes. So Khasi tribes means tribe rather, they are not very happy with this. Khasi groups have opposed uranium exploration in different regions since 1980s. That's what we are discussing. Now, this is a term which you have to keep in mind. There will be different terms which are important from exam perspective, which we have to keep in mind. So here the term is office memorandum. So via this office memorandum, which has been issued by executive, union ministry is an executive, right? So what do they do? Like, these are executive instruments issued without independent scrutiny. Nobody can scrutinize it, and there is no, earlier what used to happen, you have local bodies, you need to take their permission, but when people at the higher level, union environment ministry, when they're issuing this OM, they don't need any permission at all. So they are exempting extraction of atomic, critical and strategic minerals from public consultation. So OM is a, you know, it's a very extra executive measure, you can say. It's a measure taken, not taken, taken very rarely. So environment ministry is doing that because they want uranium, and they're like, we have to do it, we have no options, so we cannot waste time in public consultation, and that's why we are going ahead with the OM. But then this will bypass local communities, this will undermine federalism to a certain extent, if you want to say that. So local organizations, they're not happy with this OM. One group associated with ruling party, they are saying that sixth schedule power has to be revoked, means invoked. So we have discussed six schedule, 80 Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, Mizoram. We have discussed 12 schedules time and time again, how we have to remember the 12 schedules. In original constitution, we have 8 schedules, and then 4 were added after independence. Tiers of old PM, can anybody explain what does tiers of old PM stand for? Otherwise, I will tell you later on. So OMR executive instruments, again, have a look at this. We have just discussed. This is a, extraordinary measure taken by executive or union environment ministry rather here. So Jharkhand precedent, Uranium Corporation of India Limited, they have operated in Jharkhand. Similarly, they have not taken permission from the common people. The villagers are protesting there, but even then, you know, they are doing the extraction there. And again, you can understand. So same thing they want to continue in Meghalaya, or they want to start in Meghalaya rather. Tribal perception. Now again, there is a keyword here. This is a keyword. Resource frontier. What is the basic meaning of the term resource frontier? What is the basic meaning here? So resource frontier means what? These tribal people, and we have talked about this whole thing, Dutch disease, resource, and Dutch disease is what? Like in African countries, in tribal regions, you have resources, but you are generally the poorest region or poorest part of your country. So like, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, they're not the richest state of our country. Why? Because of this resource frontier thing. They believe, many of the tribal people, they believe that their resources, they are taken as raw material and they're used for rest of India. That is the basic rationale of, resource frontier. uh, Good morning, Rishi. Navratri, happy Navratri to you too. So that is the basic rationale of resource frontier. And tiers of old PM, 12 schedule mnemonic, so as Jivan is saying, so let me just show you. So TS, T is territories, E is emoluments or salaries, A is oaths or reformation, R is Rajya Sabha, S is scheduled areas, O is other tribal areas, F is federal list, state union and concurrent list, O is official languages, L is land reforms, D is defection, P is panchayat, and M is municipalities. Remember these 12 schedules. Multiple UPSC PYQs have been asked on them. Okay, sir. Consent. No is no, no longer applicable in Meghalaya's case because of this OM which has been issued. No is no. Pink movie. Yet uranium mining is highly polluting and requires free, prior and informed consent as per global norms. Globally, you need consent of the local region, but in India, that will not be applied in Meghalaya, and uranium mining will go on. Government should consider other uranium deposit. If the people of, the Kashi region of Meghalaya, they're not happy with this. Now, it can be challenged in the same way as it was challenged in Niamgiri Hills of Odisha. We have just talked about it. Dongoria Con tribe. UPSC has already asked a PYQ on it, and what happened there. And this is actually cited as a global example. This Niamgiri judgment, where Supreme Court said that no, the interest of local community should be respected, and bauxite mining by Vedanta will not go on. So it's a global example. It has become a global example now. Cool, sir. So remember these facts. The OM, if not withdrawn, sets a precedent that could reshape mining governance across India by sidelining public consultation. And again, whenever we talk about these issues, we always talk about two things: economy and environmental, conservation. And this OM is again painting a picture that economy and environmental conservation lie at opposite spectrum, end of the spectrum. But there is a midpoint where these two things can converge as we keep on talking about it. And what is that particular midterm or midpoint rather? That is known as sustainable development. So here again, either or scenario is there. Either mining governance will happen or environmental conservation. We have to move away from this either or scenario. If protest intensifies, center must respond. You can have a look at this dialogue rather than force. So this OM is not the way forward, and centers should think about it. State must not maintain order, but also ensure that. Now, what happened? Like this is all. Tell me one thing. Just tell me one thing. So this whole thing is an example of a top-down model of governance or bottom-up model. Whatever you have read in this editorial, this executive extraordinary executive measure via this OM thing, office memorandum. So what do you think? This is an example of top-down model or bottom-up model of governance? What is your view on this particular thing? If you know it, post it in the comment section. Now let's solve some question based on what we have read in this editorial. As Harshini is saying, top-down model. So again, there are different views on this, whether it should go on or not. Anand is also saying top-down model. So the term resource frontier in the context of Indian tribal areas refers to what? Very good, GYL. So what is the basic meaning of resource frontier thing? Harshini has given the example. Means answer: areas where resource extraction is discouraged to protect local communities. Area primarily seen as resources of raw material. So Harshini and Pratik, they have given the answer. The answer is B. Very good. Primarily seen as sources of raw material for national or commercial use. PYQ2, which was asked in UPSC 2015. So we have talked about schedules. I have given you a mnemonic for schedules. 2 years of old PM. Based on that, let's solve some PYQs. Very good. So Pratik, Harshini, Pratik, Rishi, Jiva, and Anandu, all of you have given the answer. You people are so good. Just like a wow. So what is the answer of this question? PYQ2. The provisions in 5th schedule and 6th schedule in the constitution in India are made in order to do what? So Jivayan, Anandu, Pratik, they have given the answer. So 5th schedule and 6th schedule is what? S is scheduled areas, O is other tribal areas. So this is 5th and 6th schedule, right? Remember, this mnemonic will help you a lot. So it is about protecting the interest of scheduled tribes as stated by Jivayan, then Anandu, then Pratik, then Rishi, then Gajanan, then Harshini. Very good. Next article of the day, page number 14. Very important article. One of the most important article. I can bet whoever is watching this video right now or whoever will be watching it later on, you people don't know the difference between Nankana Sahib and Kartarpur Sahib. Can anybody tell me what is the difference between Nankana Sahib and Kartarpur Sahib? I'll be so happy if you can. Many people, you may have heard about this Kartarpur Sahib thing. Very important from Bhakti movement perspective. See, there are certain areas which UPSC love a lot, like Buddhism, like Jainism, like Bhakti movement, like Sufism, like Mongols. So you cannot make, whenever these kind of questions, they are important from static perspective, but here even in current affairs they are in news. Many people, when they read this Nankana Sahib, Kartarpur Sahib, they feel like they are the same place. They are not same place, sir and ma'am. They are different. You have to understand the difference. Nobody told me the answer in the comment section. So what is the difference between Nankana Sahib and Kartarpur Sahib? Kartarpur corridor, you may have heard about it. It is very close to Indian border, 4-5 kilometers away from Indian border. It was open. Kartarpur corridor was open. Why? What is the significance of Kartarpur Sahib from Sikhism perspective? This is the place where, or there is a Gurudwara there where Guru Nanak Ji, who is the first Sikh Guru, he spent his last 18 years. Kartarpur Sahib. Please understand, very important. And this is very close to border. This is very close to India-Pakistan border. Very close. And in Kartarpur Sahib, it is open and you don't need, it's a visa-free area. You don't need visa to go to Kartarpur Sahib. And you will go and you will come the same day. You cannot stay the night there. Nankana Sahib is away, very afar. It's around 70 kilometers away, even more than 70 kilometers away from Lahore. Nankana Sahib is the birthplace of Guru Nanak Ji. So when you are going to Nankana Sahib, you need visa. First time I heard. So please understand these terms. They can easily give you a question on Kartarpur Sahib and Nankana Sahib. Nankana Sahib is the birthplace of Guru Nanak Ji. He was born in Pakistan, the current Pakistan. Earlier everything was India only, right? Kartarpur Sahib is the place again in Pakistan where Guru Nanak Ji spent last 18 years. For going to Kartarpur Sahib, you don't need visa. For going to Nankana Sahib, you need visa. People, are you understanding the basic difference here? I will show you a comparative analysis also, don't worry. But for now, this is important. And now you can understand from the heading, what is the thing. And again, then there will be other things which we have to talk about. Bhakti movement, Sikhism, it talks about Nirguna Bhakti. Nirguna Bhakti means God without attributes. So Nirguna Bhakti, when you are seeing Guru Nanak Ji in any movie, you will see him as a light, Prakash Punj, you know, a ray of light. You don't see him in anthropomorphic form, human form. So this is God without attributes. Hinduism, etc., where you're representing, Vishnu or Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva in human form, that is Shaguna Bhakti. So these are some things which you have to keep in mind, which are very important. Oh my God, let's focus. So as you can see here, there are people who are saying that you can do cricket, you can play cricket, but you cannot allow these pilgrimage. And the thing is, from 2010s, we are not playing bilateral game with Pakistan, but any multilateral event happens, India and Pakistan, they will play. So I don't know, by some coincidence, it happens that we are in the same group. It's a very weird coincidence. In every multilateral event or tournament, we are in the same group. There is a, 100% probability one match will happen. So we will not play bilateral, but we will play multilateral. As our honorable PM sir says, hypocrisy ki bhi seema hai. That means there is a limit to hypocrisy. So this is one such example of hypocrisy. Do you agree with me, or do you feel like no, sir, this is not hypocrisy? We should play Pakistan. So again, here there are people who are saying that if cricket can go on, why not pilgrimage? Union government ministry has ordered, stopping Sikh pilgrim jathas from visiting Nankana Sahib. Nankana Sahib, birthplace of Guru Nanak Ji, you know. And then Kartarpur Sahib, last 18 years of Guru Nanak Ji. They are not same. Please understand. Nankana Sahib, you need visa. Kartarpur Sahib, you don't need visa. So Kartarpur Sahib inaugurated in 2019, briefly closed, and then again opened in 21. Now it is again closed after May 9, 2025. Good morning, Sripurna. So there are certain points which are very important from exam perspective, which you have to understand. The most important point is Nankana Sahib, Kartarpur Sahib, the difference between them. So what do you think? Pratik agrees with me, and so do you think if cricket goes on and this pilgrimage should also go on? So again, you can read all these things. I've already told you what is the basic rationale of this article. And again, the people are saying that if government is citing security, sever all ties, bro. Why are you selectively playing cricket and all? Anyway, it doesn't matter. India-Pakistan match is no longer the same. This is a third-tier Pakistan team. This is not the team of Wasim Akram or Waqar Yunus. This team is, I don't like this team. It's like even our worst IPL team is better than this Pakistani team, with due respect to Pakistan here. The External Affairs Minister has not given any timeline for opening Kartarpur Sahib corridor. So again, let's go back and let's discuss. This is the basic gist which you have to understand. This is the most important part of this article, which you have to understand from exam perspective. So Darbar Sahib, which is also known as Kartarpur Sahib. So again, this is an important point. Kartarpur Sahib, also known as Darbar Sahib. It is very near to India-Pakistan border, 3-4 kilometer. And Nankana Sahib is far away. You need visa for this. Far away means not that far away. 100 kilometers not that far away, but still far away. And Darbar Sahib, last 18 years of Guru Nanak Ji, Nankana Sahib, birthplace. If I'm saying the same thing again and again, if I'm reiterating the same thing, that means it is important. Darbar Sahib, again, you can see this thing. Visa free, Kartarpur. Nankana Sahib, you need visa. Again, inauguration does not applicable. Nankana Sahib has been a historical place. People have been going there. Again, you can read these things. And now let's solve some questions based on what we have read. So MCQ 3, it is based on previous article. Niamgiri judgment thing. So Niamgiri judgment is significant because it's a global example, bro. We have done The first article, the editorial, it's a global example. It's not only confined to India. So Harshini, Gajanan and Prateek, they have tried the exam answer. So why Niamgiri judgment is significant? Because it strengthened tribal rights over land and forest under the Forest Rights Act. Under this Niamgiri judgment, it was said to Vedanta that you go away, you cannot do bauxite mining in Niamgiri region because Dongaria Kon tribe, which is a PVTG, they don't like it and it will impact them environmentally, ecologically, culturally. Dongaria Kon PVTG, particularly vulnerable tribal group. UPSC has already asked PYQ on it. Which particular state in India has maximum number of PBTGs? This has been asked by UPSC earlier. If you know it, post it in the comment section. Oh my god. Okay, sir. So D is the answer. As Harshini stated, Gajanan also tried it, Anandu stated, Jivayan stated, and Rishi stated. Very good. MCQ 4. Which of the following statement about Kartarpur Sahib corridor is or are correct? Now pay attention here. Again, use option elimination. It allows Indian pilgrims to visit Gurudwara Darbar Sahib in Pakistan without a visa. It was inaugurated in 2019 to mark Guru Nanak Dev's 550th birth anniversary. Maybe you don't know these statements. Just read whenever you're solving these questions. Read all statements. What you know for sure is wrong, totally wrong. Very good. Anand has given the answer. Odisha. So what we have just discussed, Kartarpur Sahib corridor is very close to our border. You cannot stay there in the night. You have to come back because this is a visa-free thing. You cannot stay in Pakistan. So you have to go the same day. You have to come the same day. You can go visit that Gurudwara and you have to come the same day. You cannot stay overnight. So third is wrong. Even if you don't know anything about first, second statement, if you know the basic thing that you cannot stay overnight in Kartarpur Sahib corridor, you will get the answer. That is A, 1 and 2 only as stated by Gajana. Shipurna, Jivana, Harshini also tried it. Third one is doubt, sir. Third one I have just, if you go back, you will see Jivan. I've discussed this. That this is very close to border. This is visa free. So you're not allowed to stay the night in Pakistan. You have to come the same day. So third is wrong. Very good, Anandu. MCQ 5. Nankana Sahib is historically significant because it is my voice is gone. It is the birthplace of Guru Gobind Singh. It houses Gurudwara Darbar Sahib where Guru Nanak spent his last years. It is the birthplace of Guru Nanak Dev. It is the site of Guru Tegh Bahadur's martyrdom. See, this is a very interesting question. Why this question is very interesting? Because you can easily get confused between, Nankana Sahib and Kartarpur Sahib. And that's fine. Even if you don't get confused, you can get confused between A and C. Birthplace of Guru Gobind Singh or birthplace of Guru Nanak Dev? What we have just discussed, Guru Nanak Dev. Birthplace of first Sikh Guru, Guru Nanak Dev, not Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Now this is your homework. Find out what is the birthplace. But because you will not go and read the whole statement. At the birthplace only you will stop. So there can be a probability that you get stuck between A and C. So the answer is C, not A. So Harshini stated it, Rishi stated it, Gajanan, Jivayan, Anandu, Shiparna, and Prateek, they answered it. Very good. Let's move on to, and again, if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. We'll talk about other things later on. And let's move on to the third article of the day, which is again an editorial on H1B visa. Again, that's fine. You may have heard about it. We have to talk about the implications. So H1B is fine. Then you have H4. H4 also people know. Now, what is F1 visa? F1. So in our time, there was an actor. His name was Brad Pitt. So there is a movie of his F1. I did not watch it. My sister watched it, and I was like, I don't like Formula One. She was like, this movie is not about Formula One. This is an awesome movie. So just like F1 movie, there is an F1 visa also. So H1B is fine, but at the same time, you also have to read about F1. Anybody having any idea about F1? So if you know it, post it in the comment section. Otherwise, I will tell you in the subsequent part of this editorial. So what this article is talking about, we know, Donald Trump has said that, if people are coming, and here again, there will be terms like non-immigrant visa. What is the basic meaning of the term non-immigrant visa? What is the basic meaning here? So Donald Trump has said that if, employer is bringing someone, he has to pay $100,000 for that particular guy. who he is bringing from outside US, and nearly six times the current fee. So if you know say the six times the current fee, then maybe it is around $16,000. I don't know right now, but it will become $100,000. So let's say if there is some person whose salary is $80,000, and if he was earlier going to US, now he cannot go because more than the salary employer is pasting on the fee, this non-immigrant visa fee. It doesn't make any sense, right? What is the basic purpose of these visas? These US companies, they want to save their money, right? They want to save their money. You know, people of US, their employees there, or the workers there, they're expensive. So the basic rationale is you want high quality individuals, agreed. But at the same time, you may have heard about this thing that Indian labor is very cheap, this and that. Again, not to degrade us, we are awesome, but we provide services at a lower cost. But that thing will be totally nullified, right, if you're imposing this 100,000 fee to employers. So that is one rationale which you have to understand. Out of these H1B visas, let's say 100 visas were applied, 71 were taken by India earlier, and around 11 was taken by China. China was the distant second. So all these things will be impacted. What is the solution for it? And China, US, is doing thing one after the other. So the solution is improve your domestic market, bro. Don't look outward always. Improve your domestic market. Improve your AI capabilities, and diversify your services sector. Why only US? We have Europe to tap. We are talking about free trade agreement with Europe, and maybe Europe is not that enthusiastic about bringing Indian services sector, but it's always quid pro quo. If they want to, exploit Indian market and bring their goods to India, let us and allow us to go there. So again, quid pro quo. Everything has a pro and cons thing, so which you have to understand. So we'll go there. So these are some things which you have to do. So Donald Trump raised the H-1B visa application. So H-1B is a non-immigrant visa. Now we have to understand what is a non-immigrant visa. Non-immigrant visa means this is not a green card. This is not naturalization. It's not like you went there and you got the citizenship thing. No. So you are there for 3 years, and then it can be extended to 6 years, and that is the basic provision of H-1B visa. Plus you have to be graduate or at masters, means it is given to skilled workers. It is not given to anyone and everyone. And we were talking about F1 earlier, F1 visas. So F1 visa is given to students. We'll come back and we'll talk about this editorial. First of all, let's focus. H4 is for dependents. So H1B visa is a non-immigrant visa. Non-immigrant means you are there for a temporary purpose, you know, or for a temporary period rather, and you have to be skilled. Foreign workers in specialty occupation, you have to be graduate or in some areas masters. Typical fields you can see here. And the dependents, the spouse and the children, they are on H4 visa. I was seeing one, LinkedIn article somewhere. There was a wife, she was on H4, husband was on H1, H1B, and wife is like, I'm on H4 and H1B, things are going on. There's a person in my company, he has a green card, he likes me, so, and I kinda like him. So should I divorce my husband who is on H1B and marry this guy? Oh my God, this is the reality. I don't know how many of you have seen that, but this has gone viral. So what is your view for this woman? Should she, divorce his H1B visa husband and get that guy who's on green card? Oh my God, the world has gone south, man. So H4 visas, dependent spouse, children. H4 holders may get work authorization. F1 visa for students. You have F1 visa. So do remember these visas, they are important, and their utility. Anybody has heard this or seen this particular viral meme or not? I don't know, but hope you understood. What is your view for that wife? She's asking for opinion. Should she divorce, her H1B visa husband? Okay, let's focus here. I will never marry, man. So, immediate impact. The hike has caused anxiety among applicants, as we have seen. The people, the workers who are at, let's say, $1 million salary, they don't need to worry about. The company will pay $100,000 for you, but the people, and see, 60% of visa holders were earning less than 100,000. So this is the cap which has been put now. Employers have to pay 100,000 fee if you want to bring these high quality individuals from abroad. But more than 60%, less than, like, around 60% were earning less than 100,000, and these are the vulnerable people. And I was converting $100,000. Steam Science, very good, Rishi. I saw that on Reddit. Exactly, Pratik. So I was converting $100,000 into rupees. So it is 83 lakh rupees. So 60% visa holders, they are earning less than 83 lakh rupees. Bro, there's a friend of mine who was with me in Samsung, who is from IT Guwahati. He's from in Amazon. He's earning around 50 lakhs in India. So if you're earning, okay, let's not go there. So let's focus here. Let's focus on what we are discussing here. And there will be a negative implication for US also. Whatever Trump is doing, we know how unpredictable Trump is. This will impact his own country also. Maybe this will drive investors away because US has become very unpredictable, man. And you will realize day in day out they're doing something. It's like India of 2015. During that time, what happened in 2015? I don't know how many of you were born at that time. Every other day we were bringing some new scheme, this scheme, that scheme, that scheme, that scheme. If you see many of the schemes, they were launched either in Swachh Bharat, this and that, 2014, 2015, 2016, and then the government stabilized a bit. So we are not saying we are that bad as US is currently, but it's very unpredictable. Every day something else is happening. Cool. So it will disrupt major US tech companies. Maybe it will drive investors away in US also. But Trump doesn't care. He has to appease his people there. So annual cap 85,000 visas since 2004 decided via lottery. Again, you can have a look at this. India is the first. This is known to you people. 71% of visa. China is the distant second at 11% of the visa, and that's why we are worried. And that's why, as they say, inward looking. Closed economy. There are different concepts. Closed economy. Brazil is an example. UPSC has asked a question on closed economy. Which neither import nor export. None of the country in the world is a closed economy. Brazil is a very close example of a closed economy. Many people say North Korea is a closed economy. A close example of being called a closed economy. But none of them are closed economy. So should we look inward now? For the time being, yes, because this is only for a year. This whole order is only for a year, so we don't know what will happen in next year. So let's wait and watch, and that's what this editorial is talking about. And external affairs ministry is saying that we cannot do anything about it, and it's totally up to Washington. So India should, what we have to do, this is important from Main's perspective, a very important question. What India should do, as we have discussed, we should strengthen our domestic market, focus on AI development, and the US is not the only country in the world, bro. We can focus on China. China has become our best friend. Oh my God. See the world. See how countries are so unpredictable. So Salman Khan is doing a movie called Battle of Galwan. When he started that movie, India and China were arch enemies. He felt like he could exploit that, sentiments. Now what? So again, let's not go there as well. So hope you understand where we are going with this and what are the basic implications of this H-1B visa. We have to wait and watch, but it will impact us, no doubt about it. It will impact US as well. US itself may face shortage in scientific and engineering talent because nobody likes unpredictability. Everybody wants stability in their life. You know, howsoever unpredictable they are, we all want stability. If I'm doing Hindu analysis at 7:30 a.m., I want to do it at 7:30 a.m. If you're watching me at 7:30 a.m., you have developed a habit. So we want some amount of predictability, and this unpredictability will not even help US as well. That's what they are saying. So we should reduce dependence on US job, strengthen India's own tech ecosystem, and we are good in that. We are good in that. Bangalore and Bangalore, Hyderabad, they're example. Gurgaon. So we can work on our ecosystem, and we should. So H1B visa, H4 visa, F1 visa, we have talked about all these things. Let's solve some question. PYQ6, based I think first article. I've told you there have been many questions on schedules. So let's solve this. Which one of the following schedules of the Constitution of India contains provisions regarding anti-defection? Hmm. Harshini stated it. Pratik, Anandu, Rishi, all of you, please don't delete your answer. I keep on telling you people, even if you do give the wrong answer, don't worry about it, man. Provision regarding anti-defection. What was the mnemonic which we have just discussed? Tears of old PM. Oh my God. So they are asking about this D. This D is defection. So 10th schedule. The answer is D. Very good. You people are so good. So Harshini, Anandu, Rishi, Jivayan, Pratik, and then again Jivayan, they gave the answer. MCQ 7. Based on the current editorial, which of the following visa is an example of a non-immigrant visa? So Harshini, Jeevayan, Prateek, they have given the answer for this particular question. And non-immigrant visa means you are there for a temporary period. You cannot stay there. Green card, you can stay there. Naturalization, you can stay there. Permanent residency, you can stay there. H-1B visa is a non-immigrant visa. Very good. Harshini, Jeevayan, Prateek, Gajanan, Shipurna, Rishi, very, very good. Next article, page number 16. See, US every day. Donald Trump is like, oh my God, God knows what he has eaten. So now Bagram Air Base is in news. Places in news. Remember, UPSC has asked questions on Kirkuk, Mosul, and all these places. Aleppo. So Bagram Air Base. Where is Bagram Air Base? Afghanistan. Where in Afghanistan? North of Kabul. Where is Kabul? So this is Bagram Air Base, and US developed it. US invested a lot of money in it, and that's why Trump is crying right now. Why Trump is crying over Bagram? Because he said that we invested a lot of money and we want Bagram back. We have given you everything, Talibani people, the whole Afghanistan, blah blah blah, but give us our Bagram. And why they need Bagram? Because Bagram is very close to China. Not that close, but for Trump it is very close. Trump is like, dude, if we are keeping a tab on Bagram, it will also help us keep a tab on what is China doing in that region. So we want Bagram back. Now Taliban is saying that, bro, just F off. F off means just go back to your place. We are not giving an inch of Afghanistani land to you people. So this whole thing is going on. Donald Trump is demanding the return of Bagram Air Base. Very important from pre perspective. Does not have much mains related aspect here. Maybe from, again, you can understand, like, Hambantota Port, Sri Lanka, or we have talked about Chabahar Port for India. It was now not Gwadar Port for. So similarly, you have to remember Bagram Air Base, located in north of Kabul, largest US air base, doing 20-year war, and they abandoned it in 2021. It's not like they abandoned it right now. They abandoned it 4 years back, but now Trump wants it back. He's saying that we built Bagram, give us back, and it will help us keep a tab on what is happening in China as well. And now Afghanistan Defense Chief of Staff is saying that we are not giving you a single inch of land, not even an inch of Afghanistan soil will be given away. So Afghan government later issued an official statement emphasizing Afghanistan independence and territorial integrity. So the important thing from exam perspective is, where is Bagram, why US wants it, and what is the exact location of Bagram. That's it. Forget about other things. Again, a question on schedule based on previous editorial. Solve it. Trump again claim. Exactly, Rishi. So PYQ 8, question number 8 of the day. Which one of the following statement correctly describes the fourth schedule of Constitution of India? Harshini has given the answer. So people, hope you're understanding how important schedules are. The importance of schedule, hope you're understanding here, and how important and why you have to revise them. Fourth schedule, again, if you go back, years of old PMR, that is Rajya Sabha. What is the other name of Rajya Sabha? Council of State. So fourth schedule is about allocating seats in Council of State, as stated by Harshini, Prateek, Rishi, and Jeevayan. Very good, yeah. MCQ 9, based on again previous editorial on H-1B visa. Which of the following are suggested measures for India to mitigate the impact of stricter H-1B visa policies? Do option elimination and read all option first and then arrive at an answer. So Harshini, Prateek, Rishi, Jiva, and Anandu, all of you have given the answer. Very good, yeah. Harshini has again given the answer. Strengthening domestic tech infrastructure, developing artificial intelligence capability, focusing only on US job opportunity for Indian tech workers. Only. Oh my God. So again, extreme statement. That's what we don't have to do, right? Third is the thing which we have to avoid, not do. So eliminate third and you get the answer, that is A, 1 and 2 only, as stated by Harshini, Gajanan, Shipurna, Rishi, Prateek, and Jivayan. Very good. Gajanan and Jivayan, it rhymes. MCQ 10. The recent controversy around Bagram Air Base primarily highlights what? Bagram. Afghanistan commitment to territorial integrity and independence, strategic interest of US in the region, geopolitical significance due to proximity to China, all of the above. So Pratik tried it, Harshini tried it, Rishi tried it, Shiparna tried it. Shiparna, there's no S option, bro. Oh, Shiparna said. Okay, D. Cool. Jivayan and Gajanan. So, Bagram Air Base, Afghanistan commitment to territorial integrity will not give an inch. Strategic interest of US and region, keeping a tab on China. Geopolitical significance due to proximity to China. Correct. So the answer is D, all of the above. All of the points are correct. Very good. Next article of the day, page number 4. Varsity denies Kerala governor allegations of no permission to display picture of Adi Shankaracharya. So this is the second article of the day on Bhakti movement. So we have seen one article, Nankana Sahib, Kartarpur Sahib, and now Adi Shankaracharya sir. Bhakti movement, propounder of, Advaita philosophy, Advaita, non-duality. Hope you know. So Bhakti movement, he is believed to be the originator of Bhakti movement. You can call him that. Bhakti movement, revival of Hinduism, 7th, 8th century AD in South India, and Adi Shankaracharya sir was a pioneer of it. So what is this Advaita philosophy? There are two concepts here, Atman and Brahman. Atman is individual soul, and Brahman is universal soul. So that means individual soul, your soul, and Brahman is universal soul, God's soul, Paramatma's soul. And Advaita philosophy says that Atman is a part of Brahman. That means we are individual soul, we are individuals, we are a part of God. There's no difference between God and us. We are just a creation of God, we are just a small part of God. And that's why Swami Vivekananda sir, who was a great believer of this Advaita philosophy. He said certain stuff that worship of Jiva is service of Jiva is worship of Shiva. Service of Jiva is worship of Shiva. So do remember these things. They can ask you, Swami Vivekananda believed in what? He believed in Advaita philosophy, worship of Shiva. So it's not like you have to go to temple, this and that. If you're helping your vulnerable fellow human beings, in a way you are worshipping God. So these are some things which are very important. So let me show you something and then we'll come back to this article, what this article is all about. Mm-mm-mm. So you can, hope you can see this, and this is class 7 chapter 6. And see, it doesn't matter whether you're part of my history through NCRT or not, there are certain chapters which are very important. So you see this Advaita philosophy, Adi Shankaracharya sir. Class 7 chapter 6, class 12 chapter 6, they both talk about it and they are very important. So Advaita philosophy, he's saying that oneness of individual soul and supreme God, which we have just discussed here. And then Ramanujacharya sir, who talked about Vishishta Advaita. Now this is important. In so many different exams, they have given this philosophy. Advaita philosophy 1, then you have Vishishta Advaita philosophy, and then you have third, that is Dvaita philosophy, Madhvacharya. So these three things we should know, and you should know. Hope you are able to see it, otherwise I will make it bigger, because bigger is better, not always. So Advaita philosophy, we know we are a creation of God, we are a part of God. Swami Vivekananda believed in it. It was one of the most popular philosophy. Ramanujacharya says Vishishta Advaita, qualified oneness. That means, my soul, my girlfriend's soul, even if they merge with God, then also they will retain their individuality. So my soul, Atman, my girlfriend soul, Atman, even when they are merging with the God, that is Paramatma or Brahman, we will maintain our uniqueness. So that is what this Visishtadvaita, qualified oneness. The soul, even when united with Supreme God remain distinct. Then there is this Dvaita philosophy of Madhvacharya. So Madhvacharya says that no, Atman and Brahman, they are different, and our Atman, our soul, whether it will lie in an animal or a human, depends on our deeds. And who will decide where our soul will go? That will be decided by Brahma or Brahman, that is Vishnu in his case. So this is Dvaita philosophy, Atman and Brahman different. And there he talked about, Punarjanam and all those stuff. So hope you are understanding where we are going with this. And please, sir and ma'am, class 7 chapter 6, class 12 chapter 6, have a look at it. That will help you in understanding these concepts. These are tricky things. Most of the people whom I have taught history, 90% or more, even people who have cleared UPSC or other PSCs, they just mug up these facts. So what is this issue all about? So Kerala governor sir, he is talking about that university does not allow, even though it is Shankaracharya University, but even then there is no picture of Adi Shankaracharya. In a way, he's trying to say that, what he's trying to say, maybe you're promoting other religion, Christianity, etc., you are downgrading Hinduism. And Hindu and all those stuff, both you can understand the political connotation of this whole thing. So we are not going there. Why we have taken this article? Because we needed to talk about Adi Shankaracharya sir. He is very important, very important, when you talk from historical perspective. So he made this claim. He was talking about all these things. He questioned what was happening in the university, who was responsible for such practices, and then university saying that no, bro, we have pictures and sculptures of Adi Shankaracharya sir here, there, and everywhere. It greets visitor at the means campus entrance. It is there in the office, and then Raj Bhavan has said that no, 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 he was just doing an extempo, man. This is not an official statement made by the governor of Kerala. He just said it just like that. It does not mean it. It's an extempo. Don't make it a part of the official statement. So God knows what he was doing, why he was doing what he was doing. But Adi Shankaracharya sir is very important for us, and you have to remember him. You have to keep him in mind whenever you are, reading these things. Very important. Revise these three theories. MCQ 11. So, philosophy of Advaita Vedanta, propagated by Adi Shankaracharya, advocates what? Jeeb Seva, Sheeb Seva. Oh my God, Biswas. Biswas is such a good girl. So, Harshini, Pratik, Gajanan, Shipurna, Mansi, Rishi, all of you have given the answer. Individual soul and ultimate reality are one. Very good. MCQ 12, which is based on Bagram airbase. Have a look at this. This is your homework. We will discuss it tomorrow. If you know the answer, post it in the comment section. PYQ 13. Again, oh my God, this is the homework for you people, based on the schedule thing which we have discussed in the first editorial. If you know the answer, post it in the comment section. And sir and ma'am, if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. You can, and you can post your score. What was your score? You can, and again, let me just show you certain things. You can buy these Hindu analysis PDF at 199 per month. You can join my doubt session if you have. You can be a part of my mentorship program. Unfortunately, the price of mentorship program has increased now, 5999, because I've added something more. History to NCRT series, you can buy it separately at 1999. History mains complete material in Q&A format, I have added it. If you want to buy it separately, you can buy it at 1499. So from ancient to world history, everything is there in question answer format, because that will help you in remembering stuff. An unlimited doubt session, you can have it separately at 500 per hour Hindu analysis PDF. So if you are a part of mentorship, which is 5999 now, you can get all these things. You don't have to pay separately for it. But I have told you the price will increase, but I'm giving you till this Sunday time. Till this Sunday, you can buy it at 4999. Till 28th September, you can buy it at 4999. After 28th September, the price will increase to 5999, and you can buy them separately as well. I have just told you how this thing will work. And I have told you, after a certain point, everything becomes free in mentorship program. The sooner you join, the better it will be for you. You will realize more and more why I'm saying all these things. So again, you can switch from other program to mentorship by paying the remaining amount. That's totally up to you. You can also donate. And that's it from me, sir and ma'am. Thank you, Mansi. Thank you, everyone. And yes, one more thing. Many people wanted to, means they were asking me on LinkedIn, how do these NCRT session looks like. So I'm just showing you one particular NCRT video which I shared yesterday. I started sharing NCRT videos from yesterday onwards. I don't know how much you can hear it. So what happens is, I take one chapter. This is class 6 chapter 2, and based on that one chapter, if there's something which has been asked in UPSC, so I will show that particular question. So we link stuff, we link stuff with NCRT and PYQs, pre as well as mains PYQ. So this is 1999 if you just want to buy history NCRT series from class 6 to class 12. And again, it's predominantly exam based. This is not like a storytelling. Everything is from exam perspective, mainly from UPSC perspective, but it can help you in any other exam as well. Cool, sir. So that's it. Now I am done, and I will see you people tomorrow. Are you aiming for liberation? I don't know, Pratik. I think everybody does. So yeah, ship on our West Bengal. Okay, cool. So thank you, everyone. Bye bye.